I'm going to quickly see if I can find a list. My time is also very limited. I might be able to do only the first half and a little bit of the second, as I'm doing refereeing directly after this game in Pool A. This game taking part in Pool B. Going to be a very interesting match to watch. South Africa came out of a win yesterday, 2 wins, and I'm not 100% about GB. But here we go. 2 wins for South Africa, 1 draw for GB. Goals scored on each side. You can see there. Goals conceded. So if one look at stats, South Africa seems to be the favorite for this game. But let's see. I had the privilege to walk around in Istanbul 2 days before I got to GEBZE, not being able to sleep on the aeroplane. But yeah, what a magnificent city. Very strong Muslim culture and a lot of mosques everywhere. There were a lot of queues. I couldn't get into the Blue Mosque, but I did go into a mosque where actually I had a guide, so I didn't really take note of all the names, but I saw a lot of places. Right, we have started the first half here in GEBZE. South Africa losing the puck there on the kickoffs. Kind of ricocheted of a stick there, and the ball naturally veered here to the wall side. Britain punching the puck there through the fist and coming in strongly on the wall, and GB driving down the wall on the right hand side. Great Britain in the dark costumes and South Africa in the lighter costumes. Yeah, on your right hand side you will see a referee down there in the water. Each game have 3 referees in the water. On the other side of the goal you will see another referee, and there should be one on the left side coming up as well. They usually swim in a triangle around play. You either lead the play in front of the play or get behind the play, but there was a foul. All that rush for nothing. It seems that GB has scored a goal out of the corner there. And number 10 has got warning there for a dangerous flick. Referee timeout. I think they want to just confirm if that was a goal or not. Yeah, clock stops when the referee have a timeout, and they have decided it is a goal against South Africa. Great Britain getting the ricocheted puck there of the kickoff and driving up the right hand side to the corner, and South Africa letting the puck slip through the fingers, and it's a goal for Great Britain. Unlike a previous tournaments where we had a camera on a rail that was controlled remotely during the game, following the game, in this tournament we actually have a person with a handheld camera and he is following the game, and yeah, sometimes they have to kind of rush out of the way to get out of play. They've got a little box that they have to push around with him to avoid cabling to getting in the way of the players. As we watch Great Britain, they trying to get the puck through the middle, but South Africa, they quickly bouncing on the puck. It looked like Christian immediately getting a bit of advantage there for South Africa. And slowly building momentum up to GEBZE's goal area. South Africa trying to circling it wide. Christian, nice jinx to the inside, outside. Is this the moment we've been waiting for? Equalizer up. Very good play there from South Africa, playing up the wall, creating some pressure there. A nice jinx there by Christian, flicking out wide, committing that player to tackle, and it seems like JD that did the back pull there and pushed the puck into the goals. South Africa quickly equalizing, and the score is 1-1. Bit of tick-tack with the puck there in the middle from one side to the other side. Great Britain robbing the puck there, playing out wide. Nice layback there. South Africa stealing the puck, pushing it through. And but there was a foul. As you can see there in the middle, there's a guy with a little blue box and a green cap inside the playing area. He is the cameraman. He is bringing the live footage there. You see it in the pool to you so that you can have a better viewer experience. Play going over to the other side of the pool with a bit of bubbles here, not clearly seeing what you can do. What a nice jinx. But Great Britain stealing the puck there. South Africa just cannot keep possession there. Nice layback. Nice jinx to the inside. Got a foul seen by one of the referees. To make play moving faster, whenever there's a call and you're not the referee that makes the call, you immediately go and get the puck and wait for the ref who saw the call to point to you where the puck must be placed. Once you placed it, you go and take position up behind the attack, and the other two referees are lined up to make sure that the defenders are 3 meters away. And they can only go forward once the attacking team has touched the puck. South Africa trying to keep the puck there in the middle, inside the D of GB. South Africa with a nice flick towards the goals, and it's in the goals. Okay, South Africa slowly getting the upper hand now here. So we're getting close to the halfway stage of the first half. Taking the lead 2-1, and with one GB player there almost finished serving his time for an offence that he committed. So basically GB has played with 5 players. It could have been that dangerous flick that they have pointed out earlier when GB scored the first goal, that he must probably have been thrown out for 2 minutes. But his time is now served, and they are 6-6 in the water. South Africa playing out to the right side, and GB just absorbing it, trying to slow South Africa down. I'm still struggling here to find the sheets with the player names. They're all mixed up. You have to actually go through every page. And we have the first time out. GB working their way there up the wall. Very much a bait ball. Nice break there. A deep flick to a player just a bit too deep to keep the fluency of their attack. South Africa doing their best now to make sure that that puck stays off the D. GB getting very close to the D. And a nice drive forward. South Africa opting to break out right through the middle. It looks like JD just couldn't hook the puck there to get away. Looks like gloving. Saw the signal right correctly there from the referee. Depends. Great Britain on attack. South Africa. It's the time to leave it, opening it up to the side. There's a moment where the cameraman gets in the way. So bear with us as Great Britain break out there the wall. One of our subs getting out of the sub box, hitting hard there. And Great Britain stealing the puck. And driving up to the other side of the pool. You can see I'm sitting far away from the pool, so I can't really clearly see. There's South Africa there with a nice breakaway. One Great Britain player behind, nice follow-up, layback. Unfortunately, losing the puck. If you look at the blue lines here on the pool bottom, those are sprinklers that regularly push fresh water, clear water into the pool. And they are slightly raised, so that sometimes has an influence on your ability to move the puck around, and if it hits it, it just makes the puck bounce. Very good clearance there, just not getting. Look like Nicholas there in Great Britain. South Africa shows number 4, Ethan, committing the foul. And Great Britain going towards the outside. A very big plate ball happening there. South Africa trying to drive it through the middle. And so many bodies around the puck there. And everybody is just reaching for it. Sometimes very difficult to get some continuity if you don't get it out of that plate ball. And gloving and GB calling for a timeout. Great Britain is driving up on the side there, getting closer to the South African goals. A stick infringement. And South Africa now under pressure. Great Britain doing good work to come back strong here towards the latter part of the first half. Coming in slowly. Well, it looks slowly. I think it's the streaming that slows down. And South Africa clearing it very nicely. Right on the highway. It's not really where you want to do it, but very successfully getting it out there. Yes, so unfortunately, GB got that puck, and South Africa not seeing the puck. Great Britain coming in, just throwing it out, and that should be a foul against South Africa. And getting away with it and coming up the wall. South Africa laying it back, trying to get some movement up the wall there, flicking it forward, staying down in the bottom there. Very well done there. Looks like either Ethan that did that. Great Britain robbing the puck. And Luke getting in there, trying to rob the puck. Another infringement and illegal stop. South Africa driving up the wall there. Somebody at most probably tried to stop the puck with a flick and then hit it with a hand or stick. Oh, South Africa passing that puck right into the hands of the Great Britain player, but luckily get it back there. Nicholas staying down there. Good example for players to do follow-up work. Once you've done the flick, don't go up. Stay there. GB with a very nice attack here. Just a lack of bit of support there. South Africa tapping the puck off the stick of the Great Britain player. And GB's kind of slowing it down, creating space there for a teammate. The referee is in front and the puck is in the goal. Two minutes and Great Britain scoring a goal here to equalize the match. Game on. Once again, I'd like to mention the last 2 minutes of the second half. The clock usually stops for any stoppages in the game, but in the first half, unlike the second half, the clock just continues running. So a minute and a half to go in the second half. South Africa and Great Britain, 2 goals each. South Africa had struggled in the beginning of the match. Great Britain that used the opportunity to score a goal. South Africa then came back with 2 goals and dominated the middle section of the first half. And GB now towards the end of this game trying to get some muscle power back into the game and keep South Africa on the back foot. But it looks like South Africa trying to end the second half a bit stronger than the first half. Nice pull back there by Josh Cook. Just doesn't have the support to follow up with it as we go into the last 40 seconds of the match. Stick infringement against South Africa. 30 seconds of this game left. 2-2. I don't think anybody will score a goal now, as a play goes towards the South African side and the clock running down. And yeah, that will be it for the first half. For those who are joining and supporting and are not here, all the players really appreciate all messages that comes to them, all the support they can get, helps them, gives them inspiration, and that goes for both teams. So keep on supporting your team, send messages on your supporters group and let them know that you are there, that you're looking at them and supporting them. Very interesting fact about Istanbul: it is the only metropole in the world that spans over 2 continents, that are connected by 3 bridges and an underground tunnel, which I have the privilege to cross over the bridge, and I also did the tunnel and I use also a ferry to see a very famous lighthouse that you will most probably always see on any marketing of Istanbul. Local people call the European side and the Asian side the Asian side. So you're either in the European side of Turkey or the Asian side of Turkey. So like I mentioned, and one of the supporters sending is the world's cat capital. Everywhere you walk around in the streets, you will see cats. Stray cats that just walk around, and yeah, people taking care of them, and they everywhere. Some are well kept, some cats also struggling to make a survive out there. I'll quickly post a picture this morning. I was walking to the pool on one spot. You can see 5 cats in the picture. Quickly going here through the notes on supporters group. The ferry, Roger, do you mean the ferry that we took across? I would have to go and have a look, because I was with a local person and he was talking most of the time and just gave instructions, so I didn't really wrote the names of the ferries down. But yeah, I took a picture, and most of the people sitting on the ferry were on their cell phones, which I assume it's been used by locals quite often, as they were not interested in the scenery around them. So we're almost ready to start the second half, 7 seconds before we go. I had also the privilege to walk through the bazaar with the local person who knows one of the guys there that owns 3 or 4 carpet places, and he buys a lot of carpets from them, and had some Turkish tea with him. They just bring it on to you, and Turkish are very friendly to help and give you tea and coffee and stuff to eat. And South Africa slowly working their way forward towards the Great Britain goal. Unfortunately not able to keep the puck on the stick. Great Britain slowly working up the wall there, and Nicholas trying to push the puck there. Unfortunately, we don't have a score sheet, and Ethan there just couldn't get his way out of that paid ball, as it seems like it is. There was some obstruction, and it is for South Africa. I can't see anything. The players far away. They're in front of the goals. Seems to me South Africa they got away onto the wall. South Africa trying to get to the inside of the pool. Nice attack. Christian just didn't get that puck through. Ethan slowing Great Britain right down there on the side, and GB's working their way slowly. Nice break there by one of the GB players. No support, unfortunately. South Africa coming in there just a bit too late, as well as the Great Britain player. South Africa opening it up and passing it forward to somebody. Not okay. It looks that there was a bit of gloving in the defense attempt of South Africa. GB have a free puck. Here we can see overhead view. I am here where the camera is in the end of the pool, looking across both playing areas. GB had a decoy player moving over the puck, which forced one of the South African players to break the line, and South Africa automatically gets a team warning for breaking. For breaking and illegal substitution, you immediately get a team warning for every offence that is committed. Everybody down on the bottom there. South Africa somehow magically got the puck away there from the goals and to the open side, and Christian getting the puck here. Whoopa! Well, that's a very interesting defense maneuver there, and South Africa working the way, doing the hard yards here, swimming the puck, and it opens the game up a bit. South Africa just don't have the connection there, but here we go again. And South Africa allowing GB to knock the puck constantly off the sticks, just that moment too late to make maneuvers as Ethan passes the puck forward, and nice forward flick there and a goal. Very good play by South Africa, but unfortunately the goal will not be allowed. As the puck was gloved. You're only allowed to advance the puck with any part of your stick that is protruding from your thumb side. So even if you hold the stick correctly and it points towards your pinky side, you're not allowed to play the puck with a stick on the other side of the hand. So only on the thumb side of the stick are you allowed to play the puck, and only with a stick alone. So you can't push the puck forward with your glove. Great Britain, nice strong swim up the wall there. And it seems to me there was gloving. Was one of the GB players going up the wall. An area where it usually happens is when you're on the right hand side wall and the puck hits the wall, that players usually commit an offense by hitting the puck with a glove. Christian controlling the puck nicely there, jinxing one player, not really getting the puck through there. And now still off the wall. It looks like Nicholas that got the puck there through, and it is a goal by South Africa. Nicholas working very hard there to get the puck through, and we will see now who scored the goal. Joshua with a very good sprint and finishing it off for South Africa. South Africa in the lead as we're almost entering the halfway stage of this match, and a lot of tic-tacking around. The timeout call by South Africa for that goal. South Africa slowly having the upper hand towards the middle of this section and keeping Great Britain under pressure. GB last year in the quarterfinals played against South Africa, and yeah, surprisingly being 8th in the round robin, beating the South African team who was first. So Great Britain and the 24s once again giving here a good matchup for South Africa, and I'm sure the coaches has got a lot of wise words to share with the players. Yeah. The show ain't over till the fat lady sings, they say. So don't stop playing until the game is over. Great Britain coming very strongly in the middle. Good work by the South Africans, staying down on the bottom. Youngsters who watch this, yeah, nice layback, playing it forward again. Good play by South Africa. Numbers on the bottom. Great Britain getting the puck. Nice Christian with a jinx left, right. And going to Ethan. Ethan with a jinx backstick flick forward. And South Africa just not getting the puck into the goal. Great Britain's defense magnificent. Flicking the puck out. And nobody on the bottom. Christian with a nice jinx to the right there. Unfortunately didn't get through. GB doing very well to get the puck away. Ethan here slowing the attack down a bit. And it looks like Josh there. Nice pull back. And go again. And another nice good rub. South Africa just losing the puck. And Great Britain looks like the vice captain there. Joshua, they're doing a lot of hard work on the bottom. South Africa doing very well there in pairs, going up. Good swim by South Africa now. Keeping Great Britain on the defense there. GB tapping in. South Africa slowly driving up there to the middle of the pool. Just can't get the puck out of the way of the GB sticks. Great Britain doing very well there to defend the puck. Good layback there, immediate substitution. Good in fresh legs. Great Britain immediately on the attack. South Africa no support there, getting the puck, slowing it a bit down. South Africa also needing some fresh legs. Good work by Ethan there, staying down on the bottom for a very long time. And South Africa breaking up the wall. It looks like Luke did some work there. Christian laying it back. And South Africa counter-attacking now. GB rolling out the substitutes. As they slow South Africa down once again. South Africa trying to keep it in the middle, but GB miraculously stole the puck there. That's what happened there on that sprinkler. It knocked the puck and slowed the Great Britain player down there, unfortunately for him. Still staying on the bottom. Good work by him. Keeping the flow of the puck going forward. Good support by GB at the moment. South Africa trying to get a puck away there. Trying to the pool, but what a steal by the Great Britain player there, taking two South Africans out of play. And just couldn't convert that into a proper attack. South Africa flicking it past. The defender. Great Britain keeping the pressure there. Nice bat down there by the GB player. South Africa trying to hook a back arm hook. Players on the bottom there. South Africa with a fantastic steal there to relieve the pressure. Almost a breakaway as they support the inside. No, Great Britain get it, and there's another South African. GB putting a wall up of defense in front. South Africa keeping their position. That was a very under the pressure pass to nobody by the GB player. South Africa slowly chipping their way forward. Good swim, change of direction. Almost a jinx there. I couldn't get the player's number as we're moving towards the GB goal. And we're on the attack. Is it a flick? Is it in the goal? It's in the goal. South Africa is scoring a goal. 4-2 for South Africa with 3.5 minutes to go. Ewan scoring the goal there. Number 7. Josh is already ready there for a kickoff. Just can't get enough action. It seems like Great Britain has called a timeout now. Maybe a very good thing to do as the South Africans are slowly building up momentum. Great Britain had a very good attack there, just unfortunately got very close to the goals and just didn't convert that opportunity into a goal. South Africa, on the other hand, did very, very well, like Josh is showing there to the guys in the bin in the substitution and not the sin bin. They did a good job there defending that puck, and South Africa using the opportunity to turn a very good attack into points. I'm not sure. Oh, there was a timeout. Clock stopped on 3:17. And off they go. Play looks like it's just stuck there in the middle. Puck is getting out to the side. It seems like they're getting towards the South African area. And South Africa absorbing that attack, taking it out to the side, up to the wall. GEBZE with another attack. South Africa opting to play into the middle of the pool. No players on the bottom, but it seems like buzzers go. A little bit of obstruction, barging by South Africa. Great Britain getting a free puck. This view is from the corner camera. South Africa get it out, and I don't think the players have heard the buzzer yet. And now we're entering the last 2 minutes of the game. I think they would stop the clock. Yep. Originally, I don't think you would stop the clock if the buzzer went before the time, but due to that confusion, and off they go. South Africa having the puck there. Nice break by Christian, jinxing the player, playing it to the back. Great Britain circling it wide out. Nice work by Ethan, keeping the pressure there on the attack, staying on the bottom. Lost the puck, got it back, played it forward. South Africa keeping the momentum. Great Britain with a counter attack. Nice open side, should have flicked a bit earlier, but there was an infringement against GEBZE. Yeah, it looks like a player going out. One of Great Britain's players is out for 2 minutes. That means South Africa will be playing 6 against 5 in the last minute and a half. Puck going out. South Africa got the numbers advantage, and not sure why they're opting to play towards the substitution side of GEBZE. You would want to play on the other side. They play in the sin bin. You don't want them to substitute. As you can see, a player, fresh legs coming out here. There we go. South Africa opening it up now, trying to circulate it out to the side. Christian trying to jinx through the middle there. As we're going into the last minute of the game, it seems like I can continue this till right to the end of the game, as the game in Court A, where I will be, is 5 minutes delayed. And it's a free puck for South Africa. Great Britain putting everything on the line there to make sure South Africa do not get another goal. Okay, time correction there. GEBZE player has got 17 seconds. And everybody is down on the bottom. Great Britain doing very well there to get the puck away from the goal. South Africa flicking it to the inside, but not good enough. But too shallow. That puck should have gone a little bit deeper so we can get it around. Great Britain doing everything now here to make sure the puck does not get towards their D. And South Africa here's an opportunity, but unfortunately with a player on his left side, should have opted to rather pass and go by himself. As we counting the seconds down to the last 10 seconds, Great Britain, unfortunately, South Africa is not going to convert this into points as we get to the end of the match. A very well-earned victory here for South Africa. GEBZE started very well, scoring the first goal of the match. South Africa came back and taken the lead. A very good victory for South Africa, and thank you for watching, and we'll be back again tomorrow. I unfortunately won't be able to commentate for the rest of the game. There's quite a couple of South African games happening. I hope Christian Swanefelder is listening. Some people would like to hear some commentary, so if there's somebody out there, even though the folks around here, around the pool, feel free to come to the commentary and just talk to people, even if you just give interesting facts of what's happening around you. At least they hear a familiar voice, and it's good for the people back home. Good luck to GEBZE for the rest of the tournament. Good luck, South Africa, and enjoy the rest of your day.